you recording audio?
No. Should I?
Okay.
I mean, do you want? I mean, it's up to you if you want to edit it. Like, I'm easy.
No, we've started now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the start of your podcast. Yeah, welcome to the podcast this week, people.
Welcome to a bad podcast with me, Davian, and T. Yeah, okay, sorry.
Do you want to continue? You're doing a good job so far. You want to continue?
Wait, no, I'll do it properly. Welcome to a bad podcast. You know, it's another week. It's episode. I don't know what episode it is. You know, your host Davian, with also here with T. Oh no, I'm gonna say that. Wow. Okay. I wish you had him. You know, we know the vibe.
You dirty boy.
Standard setup, standard procedures. You know, how
sexy
are you doing,
boy.
T? How's your week?
It's been a good week. Had a very relaxed week. But yeah, your boy's feeling good. Life is good. Vibing. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's what a time to be alive, man. What a time to be alive.
I'm glad to hear that.
You know, how's your week been, Davian?
It's been relaxed. I mean, I can't point to see right now, but apart from that, it's been an all right week.
How's the family? How are your relationships? What's going on, man?
My family are fine. There are no relationships and nothing.
Okay.
See, how are your relationships and how is your family? And what's going on with you?
My family is good. Yeah, family is good. Relationship is good. Every day is a battle, though, man. Every day is a battle. I had it, to be fair, there was only one shitty day this week, which was yesterday day before yesterday, technically, when I just couldn't sleep. And it was fucking 5,000 degrees. It's boiling again today, people. And tomorrow is going to be like 32 degrees or some shit. So
yes, it is very hot. So people get your towels, in freezers and shit. You need things that are cold,
I'm not going to lie. Yesterday, it felt like, I don't know, you could have something freezing cold, like an ice cold drink, and it made no difference. Like, it was bad.
Yeah, my ice, I put ice in a glass, put my drink in it, and then I went to do something, came back, and my ice had already melted, and I said, oh, we're on that level. So, okay, cool. I didn't know.
Have you ever put, like, ice on your balls?
I don't think so.
Oh. It's very effective. It's kind of like taking a cold shower, but more direct.
I must have, but I can't think.
I mean, it's happened to me, obviously, once probably by myself, and then the other time was not of my will. But, we don't talk about that. Anywho, yeah.
Just moving on. Let's try for short, sometimes short.
Sometimes short, yeah. International break, of course, that we're in, but the Premier League table, as it stands, your top five now. Man City, actually, no, it's top 5 Champions League next season, right? No. So far, your top 4 are Man City, who are going to win the league, Tottenham, Liverpool, and West Ham. United are in 11th. We're just not going to talk about United.
No. Actually, no. We should talk about United. Okay.
Where do you want to start?
Okay. No, I want to talk about United. So we played 4 games. We've won 2 games. We've won 2 games we should have won. We've lost 2 games that we lost or drew last season. So we're not that bad. However, the way we have lost these 2 games have been painful. The Tottenham game. Yeah. The Tottenham game. Bruno missed the header from like 5 yards. We should have had a penalty, and there were like loads of like little things. You're like, maybe. And then that Arsenal game may have been game of the season already, but it hurts more because we lost. Like, how are we going 1-0 up? But then by the time I finish celebrating, it's 1-1, and then how are we scoring in the 88th minute to make it 2-1? But then it's offside, but like barely, but kind of, but like with the weird angle, and then they score 2 goals in the last 96th and 98th minute. Like, if you're an Arsenal fan, it's the greatest day of your life. As a United fan, I want to kill myself.
Yeah, no, like, don't get me wrong. What made it worse is my mom. She kept on sending GIFs. Obviously when the United goal got disallowed. And then obviously when Arsenal scored, she sent like 3. And then after the third goal, she sent like 4. She was thanking God.
Look,
She was like, "You're my son again."
So
Unlucky.
Here's how I would play. Last
Mm.
season, we did the same shit. We lost to Brentford. No, we lost to Brighton and Brentford. Beat Liverpool. And then we beat Arsenal. And it meant nothing.
Yep.
Anything that happens in August, September, usually, unless you're City, it means nothing.
Factual. Until January, the table doesn't mean shit.
Also, City normally start badly.
Yeah, I was gonna say they don't start this strong, bro. And at back end of the season, these men are demons anyway.
City always start badly and then get stronger. If they're starting strong, then it doesn't matter what we do in the league.
No, and De Bruyne will be back.
We're cool. So for us,
back end of the season, De Bruyne will be back. It's not looking good.
For us, we're chilling because realistically, we played Tottenham and Arsenal away. Those are, apart from City and Liverpool, those are our 4 hardest fixtures. We played 2 of them, and we've got 34 games to go. Now we can just play football. The problem we have is
whoopsie! I had us on the wrong. I had us on the podcast viewing screen rather than the big podcast screen, but it doesn't really matter. This is what you expect from us. Anywho, continue.
Okay. Sorry. The problem is United, we're not going to win the league, so we've got 2 of the 4. One of the 3 hardest games. I don't really count Tottenham. That was bad. But we've got the hardest games that way. Now we can play football. Doesn't matter. Our biggest issue now is that our team. Look, man. I need to get this from your perspective because, like, when you saw Harry Maguire come on the pitch, did you get instant fear?
You see, as a United fan who's lost all faith in winning and who even reflects upon last season as very mid, I just kind of saw it as, who said it? Insert Avenger or villain there where they said, "I am inevitable." That, right?
Thanos.
There you go. Like, it just felt like it was appropriate. Like, my guy refused to leave the club, understandably so for different reasons or whatever. Refused to leave the club. Ten Hag tried to get him out. Eventually, he ends up on the pitch anyway, and it leads to a loss. That just feels like the most united thing of all time, bro.
There's a second part to this question, by the way. Because if you didn't have fear when Maguire came on, I need to know what you thought about when Johnny Evans came on.
Oh, no.
Right now, I'm telling you right now, I was packing up the game. I was like,
brother, Johnny Evans coming on, I feel fine with. Maguire, brother,
Evans and Maguire back.
I would take a 55-year-old Evans over a 20-year-old Maguire. I do not care. Davian,
it's not one or the other though. It was both.
I'm aware,
so when I saw Evans coming on, and I said it's Maguire and Evans. I think the exact words I said were, "I need a hug right now. I don't trust Maguire and Evans. Oh God, this is gonna go badly." And I was sat there going, "Please, Lord, don't fuck it up." At that point, I said, "Let's take the draw." And then we scored, and I was like, "Oh my God, we're the best. Suck that." And then we disallowed, and I was like, "Take the draw." And then we conceded, and I said, "Ah, shit." Then we conceded again, and I said, "Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. It's already all." But yeah, the point here is, like, I saw Evans and Maguire, and I was like, that is a Leicester defense from nearly 10 years ago.
It's purely tragic, and I wish I could say it's gonna get better, but it's not. The transfer window is closed. Amrabat is injured as well, by the way.
He's not. It's a formality.
Is it? What do you mean it's a formality?
Yeah, he's cautious. They're being cautious with him. He's not. He's out of the international squad. He's not full. He's not. He might be able to play next week, basically. Martinez is back because he's going to play Argentina's second game, so that's fine. Lindelof, we don't know about. Varane is coming back soon. Luke Shaw's out till November because he's suffering from last season's over crowded games. Malacia is out for a month.
Bro, what are your thoughts on him, by the way?
Malacia.
Because, like, I'm not gonna lie. Every game,
I don't want my face on this.
Every time everyone was obviously super hyped. So he was a new player when he came in. Everyone was excited, but every single time I've seen him play, I've been like, I'm like, if you were at like a West Ham or like at Brighton or
Fulham.
Brentford, you'd be a sick player. But at United, you're just
okay. So let me tell you a story about what I think about Malacia. I'll be completely honest. So firstly, people thought that Malacia was Luke Shaw's replacement. Now I'm quite a Luke Shaw propagandist. So for me personally, I took that as offense because I was saying, like, what do you mean replace Luke Shaw? That's my guy. And I think he's one of our more creative defenders, one of our, and then last season he then played left centre back and everyone was like, oh my god, he's so versatile. And I'm like, shut your mouth, you stinking whores. I've been saying this for time. Anyway, the point here is Charlton away last year. No, Charlton at home last year. Carabao Cup, we went. I watched Malacia hit 5 corners straight out of play.
Yep.
And I watched Malacia and I said, you are like, you can go, but like, just certain. I'm not fit. And then what game was it? It was the game we got knocked out of the Champions League. So Sevilla, the home game when we were 2-0 up and chilling. I watched this man not mark someone and walk towards him because he thought the ball was either going out or something, and he let Jesus Navas score. And I looked at him and I was like,
"That's our player."
I was like, brother, we were coasting. It was chill. It was fine. We were relaxed. No pressure. We were killing these niggas. And then I watched Blassie do that. And then I watched Harry Maguire score and go. And I said, you need to go. You probably need to be upgraded. Like you're a good backup player, but like you're never gonna be number one.
Definitely not. No,
and now
there's no chance in fucking hell.
Like, he's just not. He's not. He's good for like some games. I wouldn't like. He's one of them. Like he's like a Fabio De Silva blood or like a John O'Shea. One of them, man. I'm not looking to you to start. But if you play a game, I'm not like going, oh, we're fucked. But also like.
I'm completely irrelevant to this, but I did download Madden, the new one, whatever the fuck. I downloaded that. So whenever you want to get your ass kicked, we can do that too, by the way. But yeah, no, I just feel like he's, I don't know, as a player, he's, I don't know, man.
Look, it's what's important here is United are full of criminals and frauds.
Yeah.
Anthony South London. Ten Hag with the South London Sancho. So now we've got Roadman Sancho, which means he'll probably be loved more by Ten Hag.
Bro, and like
Anthony's got a third woman who's come out to claim that abuse
thing. Yeah, and you know what, bro?
It's now getting to the point where it's like they can't all be lying, fam.
And no, bro. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And on top of that as well, it's like again, like today, I think it was Beth or whatever from the United Stand. I clicked on it for a whole of 2 minutes because I was like, let me just see what she's saying because she was discussing the situation, and she was like, I was like, I didn't expect this from someone from the United Stand, by the way, but she was like, at what point do we stop thinking of football as just football and bring morals into the situation for following a club? And I was like, I never expected that from a person like you. Like the United Stand is full of just bar angry ginger. Angry ginger is a vibe, but like,
tough, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The problem we've got here is Arsenal got Partey, who is under conviction for rape. I know fucking Hakimi was under conviction for some shit, and that man were like, all right, well, cool, he's still playing, but clubs don't give a fuck. Mason Greenwood was going to be back in the United team, and it was only the fact that they got the shit got leaked. They leaked the shit to see.
See, but to me, I'm like, if Ten Hag didn't want him, he would have been gone. But the fact that, bro, I already put this in the chat earlier, bro. Ten Hag is sus, bro. There has to be a degree of like.
He's a middle-aged white man.
To be fair, though, it's also like, obviously Ten Hag knew about like obviously Anthony when he was at Ajax. Obviously at United now. Don't get me wrong. It's like criminals. Like if you watch like a documentary, criminals put up a facade. They are a different human being from who they truly are. So maybe like obviously face value, he's a very nice person. Honestly, and then behind the scenes, he's a piece of shit, trash human being. So I don't know, man. Allegedly. But like,
I'm too poor to be sued.
Yeah, no, but like I don't know, man. It's
the way I see it is, if I'm being completely 1,000% honest, I don't think Anthony's that good of a player to begin with to be starting every game. So when
Nope.
Sancho is pissed, I understand it a little bit because I get that Anthony does the defensive tracking back, and but this man can only go left. Like he's not Bale, he's not Robin. He's only going left, and it's really predictable for teams to stop. He does really good work going backwards. That's fine. I'm taking that into account, but like certain stuff's going on there about the fact that he's starting every game and can't be dropped. Like, he
I
gets
was gonna
injured,
say,
he
like,
comes
you
back,
are
he
not
cannot be
that
dropped.
good. You have one
We've got
foot. You
we
do the
have
same
we have
move.
Garnacho, Sancho, Pelistri, and Amad Diallo when he's back is an option there. That is 3 to 4 right wing options. Mason Mount can play right wing too, but you don't want to put him out there. That's 4 right wing options. On the left
I'd
wing,
rather like have obviously Garnacho on the left is more ideal, but if he has to play on the right, I'd rather
but the
have
thing
him
is,
there.
he's decent on the right too. Rashford on the left is like locked in. He's the best player, the best attacking player in the team. You put
Didn't
him
get
there.
shortlisted for the Ballon d'Or. Crazy.
No, not top 30, which is fair enough. I don't like. Who cares really? Like
Yeah. I mean, Messi is gonna win it. So
yeah, and also Barcelona players always get in and more weighted than anyone else.
yeah.
Up front, you've got Højlund or Martial. Really, you want it to be Højlund. He's a better player. Right wing, you've got 3 or 4 options. It's not a good position. It's not been locked down, but it's always Anthony, which suggests to me that is because Ten Hag's playing favoritism.
Yeah,
Which suggests
straight
to
up
me
favoritism.
that through all of this, he's going to back Anthony no matter what. Until there are criminal charges, he's going to back Anthony.
Bro, even after, I guarantee you, my guy. Listen, man.
And then
Football,
they'll say,
for the
innocent
most
till
part,
proven
is a
guilty.
sport for mercenaries, man.
They'll
And
say innocent till proven guilty, and this man will have enough money that he'll get off with the claim.
Oh, bro, like with cases like that, the amount of times people just get away with it, man. I don't know.
Because you can't prove absent. The problem with the rule of law is you have to prove that someone's guilty without absence of doubt. The problem with domestic problems things is most of the times it comes down to he said, she said.
Yep.
So she may have text that say Anthony said A, B, C, and D, but then that doesn't necessarily mean that he did A, B, C, and D. It just be like they can put it off as he was upset, he said some shit, didn't mean he did it. The fact that she's got bruises could be blah blah blah. It's like, okay, so as a football club, what do? You can't. So then, obviously, football clubs aren't trying to suspend everyone that's ever done anything wrong because they lose most of their team. But also, they're just sitting there pretending to give a shit and then going, "Oh, we'll follow the process." And basically, what the process means is, if you're a good enough player to start, then we didn't see it. If you're not a good enough player to start, then we're gonna it's not up to scratch. Look at Getafe and the way they're treating Mason Greenwood, blood.
Bro,
oh
god,
they're walking around like they're starting Pele, blood.
Right.
All because they're a Spanish relegation team who got a player who, okay, let's be fair, is probably one of the better players they've had in their history, but they know what it is. They just don't care. Like it's a business.
It's a mercenary sport, man. It's a mercenary sport, and it's just tragic the way it is. But I want to say
fuck these bitches.
Ngannou and Tyson Fury did their face off a month in advance. I don't know why, but they did that.
No, that makes sense.
Why?
I'm assuming it's not the way.
Isn't like? Oh, to be fair, I was gonna. They'll do another face off like next month, right?
They'll do the weigh-in and press conference close to the time, but they want you to know the pay-per-view's happening.
Okay.
People would have forgotten. Also, couldn't give a shit about this fight.
I was gonna say, hopefully Ngannou comes through clutch. Any other sports you want to bring into the light here?
Fury.
A puncher's chance, man. Puncher's.
The US Open's on. No one really cares. Fuck no.
Nah. Well, to be fair, hopefully.
I hope Coco Golf wins. My gal.
I'm hoping. Is it Alcaraz?
Alcaraz, Carlos Alcaraz. It's gonna be him versus Djokovic again, which will be a banging match. And apart from that, NFL's back. Fuck the Chiefs. They ruined my day. Lost to Ninjas Lions. Fucking annoying. To open up social media, see fucking Ninja celebrating. No cricket, no rugby, nothing else really.
Fair play. England play tomorrow. Oh yeah, fuck PSG. England play tomorrow. Ukraine. At 5 p.m.
I'm 3-0. It's a boring game. Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be a boring dead game playing 5 at the back. But yeah, okay, that about covers the initial sports here. But now we can hop into influencer news with the Sidemen charity
real football of the weekend. Let's talk about this fake shit. England, Ukraine. Get that out of here. Now it's time for Sidemen versus YouTube. That's where the real You know, that's where real ballers shine. That's what you don't get Vic Star 123 in England, Ukraine.
Bro, okay, question for you. Who do you think at this current present moment, who do you think the most irrelevant Sideman is? Also, yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think it might be Vic. Like,
okay, no, I can work this out. So, can't be KSI. See,
definitely not. He's clear.
Now, when you say relevant, you're talking about like in the social sphere or like
if
you could take them out of Simon and no one notice.
Both. Let's do both. Both.
So KSI number 1 can't be him. Harry number 2, he brings the autistics. And the
did you say he brings the autistic?
Fam, I was watching a video yesterday. And,
is it like an army that he's bringing?
No. They are like an army. Do you remember the other day? Do you remember like what I said the other day? Like 3 years ago when Harry called Talia a silly bitch.
Yeah.
And then Talia did a joke video back. Well, you know Harry fans and Talia fans still beef.
That is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, like that manner, and it's like it's a little.
It's spicy. War.
So it's Harry's war. 2nd. You can't get rid of him. Simon 3rd. Okay, now we've got left. Now see, so you got Ethan, Toby, Vic, Josh.
Ethan is still very relevant. He has his own podcast now too. Yeah,
but like, Ethan's relevant. But he's like, I guess he's culturally relevant, but he's not culturally liked. You know, like he's.
Yeah.
I feel like if Ethan dipped, people would like. If Ethan disappeared from the internet, I feel like people would be like, yeah. Vic's doing this. You know what? Okay. I would normally. It used to be Josh, I'd say, but right now I can't lie. Josh is kind of,
Josh's vibe. I was gonna say Josh's vibe lately. I'm here for it, man.
Like he changed the hair, and I changed the hair.
That's what I thought. Different.
I'm not gonna lie. My whole thing is him changing the hair and then me seeing him grind on Freya in that birthday photo. I said, cool. I didn't respect your game, brother. So, Toby. Yeah, it's Vic. I think it's Vic because what Vic's doing is like off YouTube. Like he's doing all the DJing stuff. He's doing the song like the glasses shit. But he's not really like he's gone back to the pack really. So for someone like me, I'm not really watching the Minecraft shit. So yeah, probably Vic. But it's like it's Vic or like maybe for me it's Vic or Ethan. Like, because
I feel like Toby's the same though, because like his shit is like off cam too. Don't get me wrong. Maybe like the occasional stream here and there.
Nah, but the thing is, Toby's. I mean, firstly, I watch Toby's streams a lot, so that's probably why he's higher for me. And secondly, Toby, I feel like I'd miss him. He brings the calm. Like we have two. The Sidemen have 2 black people. You got the loud and chaotic with JJ, and he needs to be the calm, more reserved bit. So I need both of them. Otherwise, JJ is just looking for. But anyway, it's. I mean, none of them are irrelevant. But the point here is, okay. So Sidemen or YouTube All Stars game. The team sheets have been announced. There's been a bit of change. Angry Ginger got added. Someone got taken off the YouTube All Stars team. But currently, the YouTube All Stars team is Nico Amalana, iShow Speed, Daddy Aarons, Young Philly, Max Fosh, Chris MD, Carl Jacobs, Chunks, Theo Baker, Gideon, SQC in goal. On the bench, they should have Jacksepticeye, Duke Dennis, Kai Sanat, Will Eddy, and Abofla.
All right. Not bad.
Do you know who Abofla is?
No.
Yeah, so I said it to Nas earlier. I have no idea who this guy is. Apparently, he's a Somalian YouTube creator who maybe does he ban views? I don't know. Basically, he's just on the bottom of the team sheet. I was like, who the fuck is that? And then in the Sidemen team, in goal we have KSI.
Okay.
Left back we've got Zerka, Laserbeam, Bazinga, and Calix in defense. Although Bazinga may move to midfield apparently. Toby left wing, Calfreezy, Mr. Beast, Mr. 123, Simon and Harry up top. With Tarek, Deji, Ginge, Manny, Randolph, Jamie, and Arak.
Who?
Arak.
What the fuck is an Arak?
Don't you know Arak?
What the fuck is an Arak? Or who? No, it's not what. He's a human, but like
he's a YouTuber, American YouTuber. I think. I've seen him.
What that is.
Wait, let me see if I can actually find what he does. He does videos like 100 dates in 24 hours.
Oh.
14 million subscribers.
Damn.
His last 3 videos got 4 million, 7 million, 10 million views.
God damn. Fair play. It is
His
very
most popular
relevant.
video
I
got
just don't know who
25. His most popular, he's got 5 videos over 20 mil.
I just don't know who the fuck
And
he is.
one of them was 5 months ago, which is Walking on Water prank. He's a Mr. Beast type figure. He, like, him and Mr. Beast seem to do a lot of videos together.
Oh, fair play. Fair play.
He just seems like a funny dude, to be fair. But the point here is he's on the bench. So yeah, I can't lie. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest. That Sidemen team looks a little too stacked.
Yeah.
Like last year they had my brother. What's his name?
To be fair though, the positionings are different this year. Like JJ is going to be in goal, so I don't like.
But also
it'll
XQC's in goal for the other teams, which is like,
yeah,
he's never really played football. Did you see him?
Lanky.
What's that guy's name who played last year? It was the guy Chris D ran away from. Noah Beck.
Beck.
Yeah, like them man. They had them man, and like it was generals. This year, from the reported lineups, Toby's gonna be running at Carl Jacobs.
Yeah, good luck with that, mate.
If Chucks and Theo are in centre back, fam, Sidemen is scoring 3 goals.
Oh,
in
guaranteed.
The first half.
Guaranteed.
And don't put Angry Ginger on that pitch. That nigga, passion. He's like Scott McTominay of YouTube. Blood, he'll just
tackle to tackle. Holy, that yawn lasted 45 years and 45 nights and 45 moons. All right, fair play though. To be fair though, the teams are looking good. Who do you think is going to win?
Sidemen easily.
What's your score prediction?
9-3.
9-3.
Yes.
9.
Yep.
NINE.
What was this? It was 8-7 last night.
God damn. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair.
And that was with like people actually trying. Fam.
That's gonna be. To be fair, last year's one was fucking insane. That Philly goal. Shout out to that goal, bro. That goal was insane.
It was insane. But also, like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be high scoring, and also you have a lot of people who don't play football. Like guys that cannot play football. I've seen him try. It's horrible. I don't think Duke can play football either. To be honest, like Duke Dennis can run, but he can't kick like that. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be entertaining. It'll be fun.
Well, hopefully, the match tomorrow should go without a hitch, and it should be a good time.
Also, funny enough, Toby did just drop a new video that's called "Making a Song in 24 Hours" with notes. So,
fair play.
Second, I think YouTube they were like, he's relevant.
Okay. Well, obviously I'll watch the video later and see Wagwan with it. Influence. Fucking Dylan Dennis being sued by Logan Paul's fiance, Nina Agnew.
Okay, I need to ask you a question. Okay, have you seen Dylan's reaction to being sued?
Yes.
What do you think about it?
He's a shitty human being. Like I feel like there is not much you can say besides that. Because but also at this point, right?
Yeah.
Again, referencing back to his, I don't know, life-altering, earth-shattering image that he has. If you're gonna say that you don't give a fuck that you're being sued, and you're gonna ride that narrative, then just now is your time to do it. Just drop it now. Because what do you mean?
He keeps going to influencers who are obviously fake. Right, so like, what's his name? The one who does kick. What's his name? The white.
The Aiden. What's his face?
That one, Aiden Ross. So he goes up to Aiden. He's like, "Oh, look," and they're like, "Oh my god! Oh, I thought you were joking when you had a photo. Oh, that would really get you."
Aiden Ross is another trash human being, but who has a cult following. So, is what it is.
Yep. Took a cult following and then went to it's weird. The thing, my biggest problem with Dylan Dennis is he's acting as if he was snaked by being sued, and now he's playing the victim card.
Of which you can't do, buddy.
Like, you've got to play it one way or another. You've got to either play it's all fair in love and war, or you can't be like, wait, what's he? It's on his thing, and he's like, "I'm in North Korea. Come find me." Fucking hell.
Wait, what did you? What happened?
Dylan Dynasty's claiming to be in North Korea because they're trying to serve him papers. But the point is, like, he's saying, like, "Oh, he's like, oh, she's like a Karen. She's this, like," and then still posting shit. It's like, and then he's trying to blame her for the fight being in jeopardy. Like he didn't, um, you know, do all this shit. It's like, just yeah, just stop. Like at some
Brother,
point,
you cannot harass a woman and then play the victim card. Doesn't work. I regret to inform you.
The thing
It
is,
just doesn't work.
He's fighting. He's fighting a husband. Well, future husband. Cool.
Mm.
So
Well,
now,
if they ever get married, yeah.
they probably will. I mean, I don't think he's a fuck.
Mm.
Logan was pretty clear about the fact that, like, realistically, he knows that she dated about 4 or 5 people, and those 4 or 5 people have been notable. So a lot of this shit's been in the press for time. So of course, Dylan has a lot of videos. Some of the wilder videos that came out, are apparently from a Snapchat hack.
Yeah.
So at that point, you're sharing private things, which is
Shit,
fucked
you
up
should
anyway.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's just basically you either play the game or you don't play the game. You can't complain when someone's like, "Oh, yeah, I don't like the fact that you're doing this and saying private things. So actually, I'm gonna sue you." She's not looking for jail time. It's what, 150 grand
150 grand per post.
150 grand and to shut the fuck up.
To be
Which
fair,
I think is
150K per post though that he's done. That's what she's claiming damages.
She's not gonna get all that though.
Yeah,
no one ever gets everything they go for. So
I was gonna say, like, even if they settle, or which they probably will, at like, I don't know, like 2 mil or something, she'd be happy with that. Or like a mil probably. I don't think Dylan has that kind of money.
Logan knows how much Dylan's getting paid from the fight.
Hmm.
So Logan probably told her, like, he's getting like what, 1.5?
1.5 mil.
Like, he's
Somewhere
getting
around
1.5 for this thing. Cool. Just run him for a mil. Shut him the fuck up. And then when the fight happens, I'll shut him the fuck up, and then he'll move on because he'll have nothing to do. Like,
True.
The main point here is stop trying to discredit this woman who's literally a public figure. So therefore, you doing that would affect her brand. Like, duh.
And I guarantee you, after the fight, God willing that he fucking gets his ass beat, he'll be like, "Oh, I was just doing this to hype up the fight, bro."
Did you see his training footage?
No.
I am. If I share my screen, it's gonna ruin the thing, innit?
Yeah.
God damn it. He shared an 8-second clip. I'll send it to you. He shared an 8-second clip, and it was let's just say, I hope he was lying. You know when them was you pretend to be worse than you are. Like, I hope it's one of them ones, because if he's going into the fight looking like this, it ain't gonna last long, There's no power in his extension. There's no tip rotation. There's no.
I mean, punching. It's not bad.
T, don't lie. T, if you saw a man doing that, all you do is take one step to the. You take. If I saw a man coming towards me like that, all straight forward, head forward, I take one step to my left and I just bounce straight down the middle. There's no cover. Like, also, those punches aren't hitting anything. The guy's covering here and he's missing down there. Like, nah. If he does that, he's getting slept. I don't know if this is actually training. Like, this has to be lying. He has to be doing the thing where he's playing it down and then he'll come into the fight and he could actually, throw his head around Kurt. If he does that, 2 rounds max.
It ain't looking good for him.
If he does that, by round 1, Logan's doing that thing where he sticks his tongue and like that, like he did against JJ. Like, nah, that's not.
To be fair though, again, not related, but I scrolled down from that video, like one post before I locked my phone. Cardi B will be attending WrestleMania next year. He said yeah. Well, she said she'll be in the crowd, but like ideally for her, she would either want to perform or slap a bitch.
But Cardi B's been a wrestling fan, an openly wrestling fan, since she popped off. Like, she was talking about like how much she loves Eddie Guerrero, and I can't believe WWE are taking this long to even try and get her into a fucking thing.
Like,
it seems like a fucking home run.
Free. It's so free. It's crazy.
She wants to do it. All you have to do, look, WrestleMania. All you have to do is put her in the thing. What does it say? She
little cameo spot.
Look, man, you just put her in the ring with a woman who everyone hates anyway. She says some slick shit. Cardi B turns up. just says what she has her own language.
Yeah,
You know that shit. And then just one slap, and that's it. Just
That's
one
it.
slap, it gets sold like a madness. Everyone goes,
Oh,
and then just move on.
Yeah,
She could perform later.
It would be
You know,
elite. It would
she
be elite.
perform, do a little twerk, and we just move on. Like that's
Exactly. You know, like it's a vibe. Make it happen, WWE. Make it happen.
it just needs to happen. Like I'm telling you now, like, it's.
It would be.
Also, have you seen the Cardi B video?
Which one?
The one with Meg Thee Stallion.
Which one?
It's called Bongos.
No.
All I'll say is the chorus of the song
Mm.
goes as such. My back shots sound like bongos. Bongos.
But brother,
Bongos.
when you see how much cake that woman has, I'm not surprised.
She said my back shots sound like bongos, and I said, banger, song of the year.
Well, on the note of Davian's back shots, I'm gonna go quickly use the bathroom, so I'm gonna cut the recording here, and we'll be back in a sec. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of our podcast. Davian was totally not watching porn as we're starting this again. But yeah, I can't remember exactly where we left off. I'm now standing, by the way. But yeah, if we are done with the influencer news, I guess we can move on to the next segment here, which is Joe's poem, which has not been submitted, which means Davian this week.
When did we get rid of this segment, by the way?
A poem. Yeah, I know, we really did. But for this week, Davian, what poem shall you be today?
One sec. This poem's called "You're Not the Alpha, You Stupid Bitch."
Hell of a poem, that. Hell of a poem.
You know, let's find a complicated poem because T struggles to read. So let's find. This one the most difficult. Nope, not reading that. That's a little too long. Oh God, bias. Oh shit. Poem.com. This poem is from. I haven't actually searched it yet, so let's find out.
Pending.
1 and 6.
4.
At least you picked one that's in the numbers this time. Fuck.
It was a mistake. Bro, it is so fucking hot, man.
Okay.
My balls are about to fall off.
By Nicholas Goodley. This appears in the Petrie Poetry September 2023 issue, number 11, with numbers and shit on it. Okay. Banana. Okay.
Did you say banana?
Banana. It's how you open up your vocal.
Okay.
Oh, this is come on now. Where you been there? You know it. There is a moment on the bridge. Piles of clothes along the margin. The pile is behind you. The moment is you looking in the rear view. Somewhere, a clean white minivan. A family gathering. Fallen luggage. You are the margins. The moment is looking back at you. The bridge is between you and the moment you look in the rear view. It is only the bridge. It is in the shape of you. The bridge. The bridge is you. You are part of it. Somewhere. The bridge is nothing. Only the shape of it now, it is behind you.
That has some Ed Sheeran lines and bars in it.
I'm in love with the shape of you. It's so hard not to do that, by the way. Oh, God.
Yeah. Very insightful poem. I feel like from that we can all agree as people that we are all bridges. You know, we connect each other, bridging. With one new life, and another one goes bridging. The gap between life and death, bridging distance. As a pendulum swings, bridging us together.
Okay, we're ending these poems. This is the last time we did the poems. Fuck this shit. Nah, listen to this.
Bro, wait until you see.
I did it last week.
Wait until you see. Until you see what I'm doing when I'm saying this shit.
I can already tell because I can hear you. Bridge.
I know, I'm doing it the other way, bro. Like, bring your hands together. Bridging. Because,
I can hear you. Things I can hear in your like vocal. Like you can hear, you're emphasizing it to the point that I know you're moving doing, because I know what you're doing. I just don't.
All right. Well, thank you for the delightful poem. If we now move on to the Quora questions for today. Not gonna lie. Some people may say that I picked them in 2 seconds, and it'll be proven in this first question. Would you ever date a smoker? I feel like we both are just gonna say no.
No.
It's not really up for debate. Smoke cigarettes, stay away from me. Next up for you. What are the pros and cons of being in a relationship?
Okay. What's your other relationship? You tell us.
Um, Pro. You have someone that you can hang out with consistently, have a good time with. Pro. Um, Someone who buys you food sometimes. Love to see it. Pro. Um, I don't know. Good sex because you actually just understand what you want from each other, so it's very easy.
That's factual.
Very easy to like kind of go down that route. Um, don't get me wrong. Obviously, with strangers, you can have great sex too, but it's just more consistent. Um, Pro. I don't know, man. Just someone to banter with all the time. Fun. Con. Um, Expensive. I think that's the only con, really. Yeah, that's about it. But listen, man, it's cheaper. Actually, I don't even know. Is it cheaper to be single or be in a relationship? I don't know.
Cheaper to be.
But
It's cheaper to be in a
calling her
relationship.
expensive, it's also a thing of like actually it comes without saying I don't spend my money unless I want to. So clearly, if I'm spending my money on her, she has to be a good one. So, Adrian, would you agree with my pros and cons?
Sure.
What would you say are the pros and cons of being single? There you go. Put it on it.
The pros are, if you're an independent person, you can do what you want when you want. You can be way less organized in terms of like when you spend time with people. You you don't have to explain as much sometimes, which is nice. Like you got no one to answer to. Whereas in relationships, sometimes you're gonna have to be like, oh well, like whatever. Um, you get to mock your friends that are in relationships.
That's a very fun one.
Yeah, it's really great. I don't know. It depends on if you like being by yourself or not. Like, if you can handle being by yourself, then being single's calm. If you're someone who needs someone, then probably hellish. Cons are it's really expensive to date. We end up wasting time on people who aren't worth it. Uh, Dating nowadays is kind of a cesspool. Dating apps cost a lot of money, and if you talk to someone who's of the opposite sex and you're single, then people assume you're in a relationship. So then it doesn't matter what you do, people will just assume you're in a relationship. So then you're single with no benefits. It's really it you know.
I feel you. I feel you. Very fair spectrum that you gave there. Um,
This
and
was there's no one to buy me food.
well, the next question here. I only picked it because the first response was very funny. It's called What is it called when you start dating your ex again? And the very first comment underneath is
A
a
mistake.
mistake. Yeah, there you go. It's a mistake. And it has 45 upvotes. Bro, it's not very often that you see better upvotes like that on Quora, but everyone just unanimously said, yeah. The next one down is stupidity. So there you go, mate. There you go. If we can hop into our wonderful adult confessions. I don't know why I said it in a demonic voice, but there you go. Davian, would you like to pick from? It's political, apparently. Anything goes, or I got two from It's Political, apparently. Yeah.
Okay, well let's start with this political then.
Okay. All right. This was written by a lesbian female, 43 years of age. All right. I don't get it, is the title. I'm not old. I'm 43, and I've been a feminist liberal lesbian since I care to remember.
Wait,
I
wait,
haven't.
rewind. What?
The title is called I Don't Get It.
Yeah.
I'm not old. I'm a 43-year-old and have been a feminist, liberal, lesbian since I care to remember. I have a niece at Northwestern. She's a junior feminist, social justice warrior. But what is her issue? The hill worth dying on. Menstruation. Give me a break. You're born with it. It comes with the hole between your legs. Oh, damn. Okay. You also have an anus. What's next? Men dominate you because you have to close the door and shit. What? What is going on? No one likes menstruating any more than they like sitting on the toilet to shit. Okay, first of all, sometimes sitting on the toilet to shit is very peaceful. Okay, very sensation.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
highlight of my day, bitch. Shut the fuck
I
up.
was gonna say, man, what the fuck's wrong with you? But
Get a
it's
little
yours to
TikTok.
own, your very own. Keep it to yourself. It's no one's business. Just be grateful you have a bathroom door and you're not a lesbian having to deal with it twice a month. I feel like this woman just hates her niece, bro. Like,
I can't lie. I feel like, firstly, I feel like she lied
mm,
because she's not a liberal. Clearly, by the way she's talking,
yeah, no,
and
she's talking kind of sus for real.
also, um, firstly, if you keep it private, then that would mean that you don't have to do it twice a month because you're indicating that you have to do with it because your partner does it and has a menstruation as well.
Mm,
Therefore, meaning that this is not a private thing. Therefore, meaning that you should shut the fuck up and just let your niece work out her own beliefs and views while she's a junior, which suggests she's probably like 15, 16, and let
like,
her
bro, she's
work out
fucking
her
getting
life.
used to this shit. Leave her the fuck alone,
Like
bro.
you've clearly wanted her to be a left wing liberal, so then you can't then be mad when she is a social justice warrior and just wants equality. Now, whether it's an achievable equality or not is not for you to decide. Shut the fuck up and let her cook,
Keep it moving, bro.
bitch. And what? Say something. I thought.
All right. Well, the next one from It's Political is from another lesbian female, 29 years of age.
Ooh, okay.
It came up during a college worst experience coffee with my neighbor. What the fuck does that even mean? But that's your title. I made a mistake
That
in
was the title.
college. I made a mistake in college. A Northeast top 10 school when this black lesbian screamer yelled, Jesus Christ, yelled out that she didn't see more people like her. I wasn't moved. I just stated that I didn't either. Latina lesbians, I yelled down. Is this a fucking poem? I didn't even look Latina and I didn't look lesbian and I didn't and could never identify with her struggle.
Preach
At
it.
that, I cried bullshit and dropped out of school and returned to Miami. Okay. Coming out at home, my parents told me I had done right and I registered for college in Florida. I am out of college with my white wife in Texas. No one gives dude,
Texas.
bro, I don't know what kind of race war is going on here. No one gives a shit that we are lesbians. Our kids get on the school bus. We have mommy talk at the bus stop. Neighbors pitched in to clean up at a tree that fell in our driveway. I babysit the baby of my neighbor when she goes to physical therapy. I'm glad I'm a Latina, a lesbian in the South.
Where's the confession?
I'm never picking anything from It's Political again, bro.
Where's the
I
confession?
apologize, man. That I,
Okay, next one.
I'm not even reading from anything goes because I just clicked it and then yeah, I'm not reading that. Okay. Do you want me to find one from Anything Goes, My Cheating
Okay, look.
Heart, or
You okay? You look for one for my cheating heart. While you do
mm,
that, I
mm,
want you to answer this question:
mm.
Is this person an asshole? Am I an asshole for refusing to spend time with my stepsister?
Oh,
Um,
initially,
backstory:
initially,
I'm
no,
50,
but okay,
I'm 50. I'm a 15-year-old female.
okay.
My parents divorced a year ago because my father cheated. He married the affair girlfriend like instantly. I think he's a complete jerk and told the judge I want to live with my mum, so I do. But he still said I have to go to my father's every other weekend. I don't want to see him, so I refused to go at first. But he was stressing my mum out with court stuff. I agreed to go as long as his wife is totally hands off and I can stay in my room and not be bothered except for one family activity of their choice. So that's where we are. Every other weekend, my dad picks me up, talk at me in the car because I want to talk to him. We go to family therapy where everyone but me talks. I stay in my room until sometimes Saturday when I go out with them to do something fun. Then mostly stay in my room until my mom picks me up on Sunday. I've got plenty of stuff to keep me busy, so I'm fine, but everyone else not so much. The affair wife has kids, a 12-year-old girl and a 9-year-old boy. They will go to their dads on my weekend, so I never saw them. But the schedule changed, so now that they're there where I am. The 9-year-old boy's fine. He has to borrow a video game now and again, but he's like polite about it and gives them back so sure. The 12-year-old female won't leave me the fuck alone. Anytime I don't literally have my door locked, she's barging in trying to talk to me, wanting to do something. I tried to tell her to leave me alone in a nice way, but last time I just up and told her I never want to talk to her and I'm going to ignore her from now on. She cried about it. A fair wife got mad. My father said he's having a hard time with the divorce too. She's having a hard time with the divorce too, and I shouldn't take it out on her. I told him he could stop forcing me to visit and then problem solved. Everyone's mad. My mom says she gets it, but the 12-year-old girl is probably looking for someone not her parents to talk to. I just don't see why it has to be me.
Doesn't feel like she has many options, brother. He's not an asshole. Bro, just...
Okay, so there were edits.
I get it, like, as a kid, maybe, like, you just don't want to spend time with certain members of your family. I completely understand that. But I don't think she's being an asshole, bro.
So everyone, so on this, 95% of people basically said she's not an asshole.
Bro, like,
there was
she's
an edit
12.
that
like...
said, well, she's 15, but like it's a child's girl.
Okay,
But like both of them are like. But the thing is, so then there was an edit on it. Basically, everyone told her that what she should do is, she should talk to Basically, most of the comments said that she should talk in therapy and explain what's going on to the therapist, and because it's family therapy, obviously her dad will be there and then we'll have to hear it. She was like, it's been an intense weekend. I dropped all the nukes in therapy. My father nearly got kicked out of the session. He was really mad, but he wouldn't let me go home. As soon as the kids got to the house, I caught the 12-year-old and apologized for snapping at her. I told her I just been on the edge a lot since her mum and my dad cheated, and that's why everyone broke up. She didn't know, so she started crying and yelled at her mum, and all hell broke loose. Leaving out the rest of the reasons, when my mum came to get me, the cops got involved, and it turns out the affair wife said she would divorce my father if he brought me back to the house anyway. So at least for right now, I can stay at my mum's. I guess what happens next depends on what the court says. But I had to go talk to people yesterday about what happened. Plus, I was able to record some of it. So I don't know. I hope it's enough for me to be free. So yeah. Feel like the new wife's an asshole.
Yeah.
Anyway, have you found a fucking adult confession yet?
I have. It's, from My Cheating Heart. It's written by a straight female who's 30 years old. 38, sorry. And the title is called "I Cheat on My Husband for My Career." I knew your reaction would be good for that. I want to preface this. This has 39 likes and 1 downvote, by the way.
You know, I'm not. We locked in. Let's go.
All right. So, I'm 38 years old, married, and a mother to 2 kids. I am also a driver. I think she meant to say career-driven woman, but okay, who is competitive, and I feel like having a family has held me back. I cheated on my husband in order to get... Okay. I cheated on my husband in order to get one of the officers on a work to give me a project that I desperately wanted. I pursued him, propositioned him, and gave him sex several times, and in return, I was able to get on the project, which was able to propel my career. I felt guilty at the time, but now I just don't feel it anymore, and I'm proud of what I've achieved. I still give him favors from time to time, and I'm only worried if I get found out. But so far, so good.
Okay. Here's where that's stupid. He gave up the goods too easily. She does know that if she just flirted with him and given the idea that she might sleep with him, that man would still be giving her the shit anyway.
Would have done it.
Literally, if she just given the idea that like that man would be like, well, her marriage will end at some point. I'll keep giving her shit. You could have got a promotion instantly without having to do the project if you just, flirted enough. Like what he did was you went to 0 to 100. If you've gone from 0 to 20, you wouldn't be cheating, but you'd be suggestive, and then that suggestiveness would be enough for that guy to be like, couldn't it? Let me put her on the project because she's my favorite. He wouldn't even know why. He wouldn't even know why he wanted to. He'd just be like, yeah, she's going on it, and then you wouldn't be a cheating scum. But I'm glad you're career driven though, because
yeah, I mean, I want to say get your bag, but you cheat on your husband and you have 2 kids.
Only to get a project.
It's a little bit fucked.
But only to get a project that would. So she cheated. She cheated.
I mean, there was no guarantee. There was no guarantee that project would have
not at all.
Your
she
career.
Cheated to do more work.
I feel like she gambled.
You should only cheat to progress if it's going to give you guaranteed money and you would never have got there normally. You cheated to get an opportunity to do work, which then got you where you were anyway. So you would have had the opportunity anyway because you can't play the super trap card when you had good cards on the table already. You said that when you fucked.
You should have done
the draw
better,
4,
honey.
but you played the draw 4. There was a +2 right there. You could have just.
Well, Janet, I hope that your life will be filled.
Janet, no, never mind. It makes sense.
Her name is Janet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to a close. A little bit of a shorter one this week, but I think we're landing at about 55 minutes, which is about standard, to be honest with you. But yeah, thank you.
Recording time is like an hour and a half. Okay, this one did laundry, went into a shower, took a nap. Like it's all like this.
Should
happen. 3 days of recording. I've been sat in this chair for 3 days. It's actually a Thursday right now.
I was gonna say, man, life is kind of crazy. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, listening, having a good time. I hope you guys have a great day. Please like, subscribe, and all the fun stuff down below. Comment, etc. And we will catch you guys
next time.
Oh, I missed.